On the 9th day of Christmas, Farm Bucks brought to me $10 wheat, $14 yellow peas. The list goes on. Just kidding, folks. Farm Bucks. Well, I'm not kidding, actually. Those are real prices. But Farm Bucks brought to us for the 12 days of Christmas with the What the Futures podcast, yearly subscription, and $100 gift card from Amazon. Welcome to the show. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Again, we're on day 9 already. Just a couple more days to go. We're going to do it. We're going to go the distance all the way to day 12. But here we are, day 9. We've got Lynn Darge joining us today. Lynn, how is your day going?
My day's going great, Ryan.
Fantastic. Now, I was joking a little bit at the beginning, but $14 yellow peas, I got an alert from you, must have been last week, for those $14 yellow peas, and I almost fell off of my sleigh.
Yeah, Friday, it happened. And so I sent out a message to all our users that $14 peas hit, and then actually I sent out another message just today that they're softening. So if anyone wanted those prices, you better be calling your buyer and seeing what you can do.
I got that message as well. And for those that tuned in to the real podcast, the Friday podcast, where we do the hard work, I also told people that they should sell those peas. And hopefully they listened. It might be a Christmas miracle happening right in front of our eyes. All right. So you have a company called Farm Bucks. Why don't you just give us a little bit of an update, a rundown on what you got going on at Farm Bucks, and maybe do a little intro so that the listeners get to know you a little bit.
Yeah, well, I'm Lynn Darge. I'm the owner of Farm Bucks, and I started this mostly because I'm a farmer as well. And I got tired of logging into everyone's websites, searching for grain prices, because it's too time consuming and I didn't have the time of day or in the day to do it. So essentially I created Farm Bucks, which I like to explain to people is like an Expedia for grain prices.
Okay.
I aggregate everyone's bids, everything I can get my hands on, all into one site. So you could search your location and grain type, and it'll populate all the bids from all the buyers, and you can compare them side by side. So it's a handy little tool and app. There's also more to it with the futures and news section. So we try to keep farmers engaged in what the latest news is that is moving the futures, why futures are moving the way they are, what they can expect, and trying to help farmers sell for a higher price.
Fantastic. That's what the show is all about, is helping farmers make more money. So that fits in nicely. Now, are we talking about 3 buyers from like downtown Vegreville, or how many locations are we talking about here?
Yeah, there's buyers right across Western Canada at the moment. We're trying to onboard more as we speak. Transparency is a little bit of a struggle here in Canada. You and I know this.
We do.
And we're doing the best we can to let farmers know what opportunities exist out there around them, because maybe we don't get the messages from every single grain company either. Maybe we're not signed up with, the whoever it may be, and they're not calling us. So to have an app like this, it's pretty handy. You can use it as a negotiating tool if you want, or just as it's a price discovery platform.
Fantastic. All right. So let's talk about 2023 here in a nutshell. Let's not talk about the big decline in prices throughout this calendar year, but do you have a highlight from Farm Bucks or maybe on the farm in 2023, something that you would that you'd say is a highlight?
My best highlights, I would say, on the Farm Bucks front is definitely getting the messages from farmers themselves saying, thank you. I was able to sell, I didn't even know this price existed, and I was able to sell my grain for more. And,
Nice.
That goes back to, when canola was $18 before it crashed to what it is now. Did I say $18? I hope I got that right. But anyways, before it crashed to 15.
Yep.
And I guess that's the biggest reward, because I do it not only for myself, but for all the other farmers out there. And it's kind of nice to reach out to them. I have a newsletter as well, that goes out every week, and it reaches roughly 4,000 farmers. And I'm just happy to help where I can.
Nice. Fantastic. That's all good stuff. What about for 2024? Any updates, announcements, anything coming from Farm Bucks that we should be aware of?
Well, there'll be lots coming. I'm working on expanding into the US, which will be, it's a whole other challenge, but I'm excited because it sounds like what farmers, how they market grain is very similar to the challenges we have here. So I'll be busy just expanding Farm Bucks as a whole and seeing what we could do all across, the US and Canada.
Excellent. Fantastic. It is the 12 days of Christmas with the What the Futures podcast. Do you have a little holiday Christmas message you want to get out there?
I would say happy holidays. I hope you all have a great holiday season with friends and family and have time to relax and recoup for the new year.
Awesome. There you have it, folks. Day number 9 with the 12 days of Christmas, of course, with the What the Futures podcast. Give us a like or a share on all social media feeds. This will be splashed across everything here for Thursday. Thank you, Lynn, for joining me. I hope you have a great Christmas season and have fun on the pond there. You guys have that great little hockey rink set up.
Yes.
Have fun with that, and all the best in 24.
Thanks, Ryan.